The following is a fan-based discussion. All properties discussed are property of Toei Inc., Bandai, Hasbro, and Subaru Productions.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Tokupitch, the show that we promised to be one thing and then said fuck that.
It's accurate.
Yep.
The original will come back eventually.
No, it won't.
No, well,
It might.
We recorded it.
I hope it doesn't.
We filmed it and we never fucking edited it.
There's a good reason it wasn't good.
It's not the worst thing.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the other Tokupitch.
Oh.
The second iteration of it.
What was the second iteration of it? I don't remember that.
The one where we took a show that hasn't been adapted.
Oh.
Oh.
I thought that was the first one.
No,
Or
that
do
was
you,
the second.
no, you mean the unscripted version. Yeah. Okay. Sorry, we tangent.
Either way,
My turn. It is my turn for a Tokupitch. And unlike last time, I have no notes. It's all up here.
okay,
So this is a Sentai,
lay it on us.
and it's actually a Sentai that I've wanted to see for a while, since I was a kid who was into Power Rangers, and it's what Battle Fever failed to do.
Okay.
But they shot the heart.
And
See, that's not my problem with it. That's not what I'm referring
Well, they
to.
stabbed the heart, they didn't shoot it.
That's not what I'm referring to, because that's gold. No, each member of the Sentai is based off of a either famous or like very infamous warrior of a certain nation or nationality. So red will be a samurai, blue will be an English knight. I'm gonna say green will be a tribal warrior, mainly of the I can't remember the actual word, but I'm gonna say Hawaiian descent, because there's an actual word for it, and I cannot remember.
Okay.
Yellow will be
Are you talking about like a Maori warrior?
yes.
That's New Zealand.
Yeah.
Oh, is it New Zealand?
Yeah.
Okay. Either way, you understand the aesthetic
I gotcha.
I'm going for.
We'll do a Hawkeye before battle.
The yellow will be a Shaolin monk, and
Oh, nice.
pink will be a Chinese archer, specifically an archer.
Okay.
So, because they'll each, red will have the katana, blue will have a halberd, because actually, I've learned a lot recently, knights, especially medieval knights, a sword was a secondary weapon, not a primary weapon. They usually had some sort of pole arm or a weapon with reach as their primary weapon.
There you go.
Studded club, or something similar.
Mhm.
I would love to see the hook blades for the Shaolin monk, because you don't see that enough in media. And I realized that during
This has
watching.
been discussed before on Tokupitch.
I really realized it when I was watching Shang-Chi,
Ah.
because they had them, and I'm like, yes. And obviously, the Chinese archer gets a bow. The mechs idea, this is one I struggled with, because these are very humanoid-based. It's a very humanoid-based theme. So giving mechs, I didn't want to give vehicles, because that doesn't really make sense. So I kind of went with the Kaku Ranger aspect.
I think we all did it some point doing this.
Well, it makes the most sense with what I'm doing. But I don't think I want them to combine into a mech, into a bigger mech. I think I want them to just be. At first, we could get something that combines as like the secondary of the like the ultimate mech.
Or like in the final arc.
Exactly.
When we have to fight a threat that is so big that
Yeah.
only by our powers combined can we destroy it.
Something like that.
We gotta Captain Planet it.
A little bit. But that's kind of what I'm hoping to pitch is
Except for explosions.
unity of all these. Because I would love the actors who are portraying these Sentai to be of that nationality.
Okay.
Because I want a diverse cast. I want to show this.
Are you thinking of this as a Japanese film Sentai or as a
Power Rangers.
Western themed film Power Rangers?
Wherever it would work the best.
Okay.
'Cause I honestly don't care. Because this is just what I've wanted to see since I was a kid.
Okay, just in general, this is a Toku team
Yeah.
show you would like to see.
Just with the Sentai kind of
Yes.
aesthetic.
Mhm.
The villains are going to be similar warriors or creatures based off of the corresponding nations that are more of an antithesis to those.
Okay.
So, like, for Japan, we'll have a ninja villain.
Oh, okay.
Stuff like that.
Interesting.
Like, I couldn't really get into one specific for each, because some of them are very, like, there is no, like, obvious antithesis for a Shaolin monk or a Chinese archer. Well, Chinese archer, I was thinking a Mongolian warrior of some sort. An English knight, dragon. Can't really get more stereotypical than that. Or a black knight.
So they're not all going to be. I was going to say, are they all going to be grounded in mythology?
Not necessarily.
Opposition, or is it going to be more of like the actual, like this is what this person would have been fighting against?
It was going to be a bit of A, a bit of B. If there is no like historical one to reference, we can go into mythology. But like a black knight is a good choice. A dragon is the obvious choice. Whatever would work better with the story. There really is no antithesis like antagonist for a Shaolin monk, which was a hurdle I've yet to get over. Because they don't fuck with people and no one fucks with them. But I just want to see. I mean,
it could just be another monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, a betrayer monk, maybe.
Like the one from the Jet Li movie, where the one
or
turns into a
this
general.
this just occurred. It could be the one who was supposed to be the Yellow Ranger, and he betrays and goes rogue.
Yeah.
Part of me wanted to do a Spartan for the
for the Red Ranger.
No,
for the 6th.
No, not for the 6th. No, as a villain for the New Zealand Warrior.
Oh.
But only because of the show Deadliest Warrior. And I don't think anyone's watched that show.
Fair enough.
It's a fun show for just to like, okay. Anyway, in terms of motivation for the villains, I've been juggling a couple ideas because I didn't want to do the simple, we want to take over the world. Yes. Let's get started, shall we? But part of me liked also the idea of your original Sentai pitch of essentially just a pissing contest of we're better than you and we want to prove it. So I'm still kind of juggling around with that idea. Okay. But 6th Ranger I hadn't really thought of yet because I couldn't think of one where it hasn't already been done. I'm trying to... I didn't want to do France, because I didn't want to just copy fucking Battle Fever beat for beat.
I was actually going to say England.
Well, England's already
blue. But, French
that could be your Spartan.
I mean, we could... I'm still...
Yeah, then have his instances be like a Germanic warrior from the north who came down to invade them.
It could be a Viking, it could be Celtic warrior.
I was honestly thinking instead of Spartan, because Spartan is so aggressive, I would think of it more as a villain in terms of their personality.
In terms of the history.
Story, yeah.
But I would love an Athenian.
Yep.
Wits before brute force. Because I think we have enough brute force on the main 5 with a knight, and a Maori warrior and all that. So I would love some brains and
brains.
The only problem is Athens is their primary color is always blue, and I already have blue, so I'm still juggling around that idea. And Celtic warrior would always.
I mean, it could be like a different color, but with a blue accent.
Navy,
yeah,
or navy,
or light blue, and like the main one can be navy.
Chartreuse.
I'm done. That's the end of the video.
But I have questions.
That's unfortunate.
He knew.
Should have thought of that.
He knew that would get me.
Please.
Damn it.
That's exactly.
Go ahead.
That's
fine. Questions. I'll take questions.
So one of the things I'm very curious about is what you would do for their suits, because I love that we have all these different warriors from different regions, different times of the world. And one thing that Sentai always gives us is it's like a uniform look across the team for the most part, with a couple exceptions here and there. It's a uniform look, but they swap colors. So for this one, are you thinking unique outfits for everyone?
Or maybe more unique accents?
I was thinking unique helmet designs to base off the design of if there is a helmet in the historical uniform, or like yellows would be pretty round with maybe the dots on the head, or and the red would be the typical samurai armor helmet and knight helmet and all that. And be really unique helmets, but a little more uniform from the neck down. I haven't really figured out a design for that because I want to integrate their design, like historically, into it. But there is not a lot of crossover, and I understand that. Like, we can have a gi for like the Shaolin monk, the Chinese archer, and the Japanese samurai, but the other two would be kind of left out. But I really hadn't. That's another thing I've been struggling with is how to make them look uniform. But I absolutely would take away the uniformity with their super forms, because I would love for them to just be like clad in their armor or whatever they would fight with.
That's what I think would be really cool is if you had like just like a Tokuified version of just a samurai armor of a knight's armor.
Oh no, that's absolutely going to be their powered up form.
Okay, so we get there eventually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. Question about the mechs. What do you think of designs for the mechs? Are they just like giant versions of them, or are they based on like mythical beasts from?
No, I wanted to steer away from mythical beasts, primarily because I just did that with animals because I was really trying to focus on the humanity aspect of this and the fact that these are two factions that have always fought each other, and I'm trying to bring this idea story-wise of unifying all of these different cultures.
Okay.
So I really wanted humanoid mechs. That was for sure. But I couldn't decide if I just wanted bigger versions of them or if I wanted to do like the Cocker Ranger aspect. But what I really think would be cool is if the giant version of them is just a robotic version of their warriors. We have a big robot knight, and like one ranger would take on the big bad every week. And their super form is that they are combining their power with the power of their mech into one ability to pretty much use the power of their mech form in normal battle, which is why it's so. So I think that would be cool because I really want to show off the different fighting styles of all these cultures.
Okay.
I have no name for this.
Give us a name.
I would love to hear your
Oh, yes, please.
But this is something I've always thought would be a good idea for Power Rangers when I was a kid.
I think it is a good idea. I like what I've heard.
All right.
And hook blades need more love.
That's the real.
They're
That's
so
the whole purpose.
fucking
Whole
cool.
purpose. Whole purpose.
And like the sad thing is, a lot of my inspiration from who I picked did come from the show Deadliest Warrior. And that is honestly, that show's also the show that gave me my love for the ring blades. Because the moment they're like, it's cool, then they're dual wielding, but when you hook them together and you can swing them, like that's dope. There is no part of that sword, huh?
Like that scene from Crouch
Yeah, there's no part of that weapon that's not able to kill you. Because there's the blade in front of the handle, the spike on the bottom. For monks who like violence is not the answer, those things will fuck you up.
Yeah, it's like, okay, so
sometimes it is.
So here's the handle, and here's death, and here's death, and here's death.
We want to make violence not the answer, so let's design the most deadly thing we possibly can think of, so that the instant we pull it out, it'll scare everyone away, and then violence will not be the answer because they'll be too scared.
Yeah.
And if it still persists, we will make them dead.
Also, I just love the idea of taking them. I want to see this, and it's going to be a little much. The Shaolin monks beheading somebody with the ring blades.
Okay.
Because I'm sorry, that's a nice head shape.
Yeah.
When you cross the hooks together,
You got that hook there. You got a good space for the neck.
and then
It's a perfect place to hold someone as they
Bleed.
say "Descate" one last time before you grant them final
it's going to be
peace.
fucking violent.
Next time.
Whose turn is it? Yours?
Mine.
Have you done a Sentai yet?
I did.
You did last time.
That's right.
However, I think we're going to do another one because I have a plan.
Your plans scare me.
Okay.
I'm very excited for my next one. I was going to do an alternate, but I'm sitting here like, I have a plan.
I have a plan too for my next one.
Is it a Sentai?
No, it's not.
Kamen Rider?
It is.
Yes.
It's a Kamen Rider.
All right. I'm excited.
The next one after that one to being an Ultraman for me. But
All right.
I really want to
Let us know what you think of my pitch in the comments down below. Would you like to see it? What would you change? As always, follow us on all the things. We do appreciate your support. See you guys next time. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Thank you for watching.